Hi everybody, it is the 5:15 check-in, and as it is Menopause Awareness Month, I made a pledge, especially this week because I'm running a MENOFIT Midsection Meltdown week, that I would do a check-in on my socials, generally here, for about 10 or 15 minutes and pick a topic that is connected with peri-menopause, menopause, or post-menopause. And what has coincided this week is this fabulous midlife festival event that's going on, that's online. And we've been chatting through and chatting about some of the talks that have been on there. So let me know if you have been watching some of the talks, and two really interesting talks today that I thoroughly enjoyed. And the one was with Emma Bardwell, and she is a nutritionist specializing in the menopause and talking about fiber. So if you saw that, I would love to get your opinion on that. I'll give you my opinions on that. And then there was also a leading professor based in the US who was a cardiologist who was talking about heart disease and the prevalence of heart disease in postmenopausal women, which again was really interesting, really good. I also looked up then, it made me want to look up in the UK what the leading, I don't want to be morbid by the way, I wanted to see what the leading cause of death is in the UK for women postmenopausal, and I thought it might be heart disease, but actually according to the stats that I just pulled up, it is Alzheimer's, which is interesting, but very closely followed by heart disease, which again is really interesting. So if you watched the talk with the cardiologist on the midlife festival, it'd be great to get your thoughts and opinions on it. Really interesting, the research that he's been pulling, and so much research had been done on it, so that was good. Let me know on that one if you watched it. But I think something that is definitely worth looking at and thinking about is the amount of fiber that you're consuming in your diet, especially in this stage of life. So as we are menopausal, we may have come through areas over the last 20-30 years when we may have been a little bit carb phobic, things like the Atkins diet and various diets that have come and gone since, which have been promoting a low carb diet and high fat and high protein. It's interesting that many women are almost carb phobic and are quite scared of eating carbs, thinking it's going to put on weight, but so important to increase and have fiber in your diet. So things like wholemeal breads, things like nuts and seeds, of course, root vegetables, green veg, pulses, lentils, chickpeas. And Emma was actually giving her opinions on her high fiber, quick and easy meals. Kate, the lady who's doing the interviewing, was asking her, and I thought, oh, I'm going to make that tonight myself. So she was saying things like butter beans, put them all into a pan, like in a wok, and do a stir fry, and then throw in all your vegetables and some really good ideas for meals, because I think that's something that we all get really stuck with, isn't it? Well, what do you have? You get food fatigue. Hello, you really get food fatigue, and you tend to eat the same things over and over again, week after week. If you look in your shopping trolley, you probably buy the same things all the time. And just to give somebody else's perspective, especially as she's a nutritionist and she's focused on midlife women, it's really interesting to get other people's ideas and meals. And which is why I think when you're doing something like a MENOFIT, it is, Jacqueline, isn't it? When you're doing like MENOFIT or any of the programs, it's great when people do. I love it when people take pictures of their food, because it always gives everybody ideas. Oh yeah, I've never thought of putting that with that, because you really do get tunnel vision with what you're eating, and we do want to be increasing the amount of protein that we're eating, of course eating lots of fruit, vegetables, nuts and seeds, legumes, etc., but putting them all together something and making something that's family friendly as well. I don't think I'd get my 6-year-old to eat a stir fry with butter beans in. I might give it a go. I tried to buy the program, but my phone was playing up. Yeah, of course I can, Fiona, no problem. Hey Nina. But I thought that the heart disease and the link between heart disease and post-menopausal women was really interesting. So do have a listen if you're on that festival. And do drop me your thoughts and comments about it, because it's really good to have the conversation after. When something has been like a video and you watch it, it's something, oh, I wonder what other people think about that. I wonder how other people are reading that information or listening to that information. So yeah, it was really good. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I think my highlight so far of the whole, all the talks have been really interesting, really interesting. But I particularly enjoyed Tim Spector. I don't know why, but I'm really interested in the gut microbiome and how the hormones affect the gut microbiome. So if you haven't watched that one yet and you've paid for the whole series, because you can get it, you can watch it every day free. But if you paid for the series, oh, are they? Oh, I'm going to have to try that, Minnie. Butter beans and tomatoes and in sauce are excellent. I'm going to give that a go. The Tim Spector one was fascinating around gut microbiome and all the new research that is being done around how the declining hormones affects the gut microbiome and how that affects you digesting food. I'm really interested in that. We are so biodiverse. Person, and as he was saying, we still are in this calories in, calories out, and often people are in a calorie deficit. Women are in a calorie deficit and doing all of the things, but are still not losing weight. And it could be down to the gut microbiome and how we're actually digesting and processing food, which is fascinating. Jacqueline, fibre also, yeah, I mean, fibre is key for everything: digestive health, bowel health, gut health. I mean, it's such an important aspect. There's so much good information now. Isn't it fascinating? Being a perimenopausal or postmenopausal woman now, that you've just got all this information on tap. It's all here. This is all free. You can go online, you can research, you can watch, you can listen to the world's most prolific professors and researchers who have been researching menopause, and you can get that information. Don't you think that's amazing? Fascinating. And that I can then stand here on Facebook Live and have a chat with everybody about it and get people's opinions. 100%, if we can all spread that message. Something that's popped up sort of within my groups over the last week or so is how many more younger women are now getting interested in perimenopause. Knowing what's happening and what's coming up can be so helpful, especially it's almost future proofing your body. If you know this is a symptom, and when it actually all starts, then wow, that's going to really help so many people in the future. So all the work that we're doing, spreading the messages, talking about it, having these conversations, is just so helpful to future generations as well, which is exciting. Dawn says white bean soup, also quick and easy. It is. So all right then, guys, everybody that's watching, what are you having for your tea tonight? Share some of your ideas. I'm definitely going to do the butter bean stir fry when I've finished in this. So what are you going to have for your tea tonight? So that needs to be high protein. You need to have some green vegetables in there. You need some fibre in there. What are you going to have? Nina, I'm interested in it and not there yet, but I want to know. Exactly, 100%. And it's so fab, Nina, that you are, because you can help clients, class members, from a personal perspective. It's really interesting. And then for those of us that are menopausal, sharing our experiences, talking about it, is again really helpful and beneficial. Hello, Mel. It is. How much people want to talk to you. I know. Enchilada. You have an enchiladas. Wow. It's such a good idea. I know. I wish I had. And me. I'm totally with you, Minnie. And I love the fact that we're all talking about it now. And the Midlife Festival has been fascinating. It was good also to see Ruby Hammer yesterday, who did makeup. Ruby and Millie. I think she had a line in Boots. That was really interesting. It's all been fascinating, and it's lovely to get all these amazing people from around the world. Professors, doctors, researchers, nutritionists, all kinds of different people with different perspectives. It's just phenomenal that we can do this. I'm in the middle of Dr. Jade Cheetah. Fabulous. I love Jade Cheetah. Once you start talking about, hi, Nicola. Yeah, it has been really interesting. But you know what's been the overall? And I think the overall sentiment completely is, do not change everything. Do not just do a full 180 with what you're doing now. Habit stacking. Small incremental changes that you can fit into your life that do not overwhelm, and just doing things one step at a time. And this is the marathon, not the sprint, which I love that message. It's such a positive message. Just change one thing today and work on that. Next week, change another thing, work on that. The next thing, work on that, until you just do these habits, you stack them up. And then before, because time goes so fast. I mean, what we're on today, 13th of October. How can it even be the 13th of October? It was just 2 minutes ago that it was like blazing hot sunshine in August. Time moves so quickly. We're all living such busy, fast lives. Just small incremental changes really are. They really are. Unfortunately, my son's birthday is so bad. Now, there's no such thing as bad and good. It's your son's birthday, so that's celebratory, and that's to be enjoyed and savor the moment. I think I'm perimenopausal. Maybe you are. Minnie's having lentils. It's been a fasting day. Got you, religious ideals with brown small. Fabulous. It is, and I think as for fitness professionals, many of us are fit pros here, is guiding our clients just with accountability, providing a nice framework, a safe space for people to just work through things one at a time. That's the key. Everybody knows what they should be doing. Everybody knows. Everybody knows the difference between healthy food and unhealthy food. Everybody knows you should be doing more exercise, drinking more food, managing our stress, all of those things. But as fit pros, we can create these really lovely communities where everyone can just move through. If we could do it on our own, great, but we can't. To do these things, to make positive lasting change, you need a group. You need somebody cheering you on, reminding you. We all get so busy with life, we're all doing so many things. Just somebody at the beginning of the day to say, wow, Minnie, remember to do, yeah. That's the key. Yeah, I think these things are impossible on your own. I don't think there's anything better than when you've got a group of people all with the same goal, from all different walks of life, all around the country, all around the world. Their goal is ultimately to be healthier, happier, more positive, stronger, all of those things. And so that's the key. It's building a community where everyone can feel successful and get the best information. It is awesome that we can all discuss these things now. It really is. Oh, well, I'm glad you're all doing well. Really well. I'm going to fry up my butter beans now then and get ready for Lift Lean tomorrow. This is going to be busy tomorrow. Excited about this. I will see you in the morning at 7:10. So come and check in with me tomorrow. And if you're doing the Lift Lean training, I'll see you tomorrow. Me and Kelly will. We're excited about that. And the MENOFITs, you guys are all absolutely smashing it. So enjoy. Yeah. All right, gang, have a lovely evening, whatever you're doing. And if you're watching the Midlife, the Midlife Festival, enjoy. Let me know tomorrow which ones you've really enjoyed. And we can discuss tomorrow's videos as well. All right, I shall see you then.